What's going on, guys? Night Rainbow here with another reaction video. And I'm taking a look at the next episode in the Totally Legit Recap series. This is for Season 6, Episode 11, Flutter Brutter. Yeah. I really liked this episode when it first came out. Pretty much our first look into Fluttershy's family. And her very interesting and different siblings. I mean, you got the parents who you can definitely tell Fluttershy favors with her with how her personality is, and then you got her brother Suffer, who is completely different from them. I don't even know how they're related, but there you go. But it was really cool to me that. What was really interesting to me was, you know, having seen this is where you kind of really saw the character growth with Fluttershy over the seasons, because she was the one telling the parents that they needed to stand up and speak up for themselves a lot more, which was always something Fluttershy needed to do. So it was a really cool episode, and I'm definitely curious to see how DWK is going to handle this one. So let's go ahead. Jump into it and see what happens. Oh, dear God.
Alright, so it's a lovely day in Cloudsdale, and Fluttershy is having lunch with her parents in their beautiful home, along with her lifelong best friend, Rainbow Dash. And Fluttershy's like, wow, guys, our lives really turned out great. I mean, Dad just retired, you guys can enjoy your golden years in marital bliss, and me and Dashie are superheroes who save the world and hang out with princesses. Everything's peachy and nothing can possibly fuck this up. And her parents are like, yep, you said it, sweetie. We're so happy and we're so proud of you. You too, Rainbow. You're like a second daughter to us, and we always believed in you. And Rainbow's like, guys, stop it. You're gonna make me cry. And then nothing bad happened. The end. Oh wait, no, that's not what happened because of this motherfucker. So, apparently Fluttershy has a brother, and he's a lazy hipster dipshit with weird hobbies who wants to move back in with their parents because he dropped out of college again. Am I watching My Little Pony right now? Because it feels like I'm watching my... Anyway, this guy's a fucking piece of work. He uses stupid slang and talks with some kind of weird affectation, even though he obviously grew up around people who speak normally. I mean,
yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, right? But I guess it comes off as kind of douchey, doesn't it? So this asshole barges in like he owns the place, makes his dad get all his bags, and you know at least one of them is full of dirty laundry that his mom is going to have to do. Well, maybe you don't know that, but I know that. So Buttershy pulls her parents aside, and she's like, you guys can't let him do this to you again. And they're like, oh, he's a creative type. He just needs a little time to find himself. And she's like, yeah, that's what we've been telling ourselves for the past 10 years. But you know, all he's going to do is smoke pot, drink your wine, jack off, and post on 4chan all day. Probably all at the same time. Tell me I'm wrong. And Fluttershy's dad is like, well, at least it's not Reddit. So, Brothers Effort Douche Muffin here is hitting on Dash, and god damn does he want her. Like, not this kind of one. Talking this kind. But she fucking texts him, which is awesome. And then everybody argued over whether or not Dash is gay again. Guys, it's been almost 6 years. Can we just stop? And Flutters is like, alright, motherfucker, you're coming with me, and you're getting a job. And he's like, dude, I don't need a job. My main therapy YouTube channel is totally taking off. I've almost got 100 subscribers, and my Patreon, you're getting a fucking job. So, it's next morning, and dude, her brother is tired as fuck because he normally wakes up at noon, and I'm sure he's really trying to get back on a normal sleep schedule, but it's just hard when you have no routine, you know? And Fluttershy's like, listen, Rarity is a very good friend of mine, and she was nice enough to give you some work, so don't fuck up. So he fucks up. And then he fucks up again, just like he's been doing his entire life, because, like, Fluttershy keeps telling him he never commits to something and finishes it. You know, I need a drink.
Intermission. Oh my god. Like a berry punch.
I'm just a bitch ass nigga. type to get jacked if I'm the rich ass nigga. See, I've been a loser just about all my life.
Alright, well, I got this kind of music in my video now. There you go.
Jesus Christ. So, even Dash tries to give this guy a chance because she's a bro, and surprise, he fucks up. So she kicks his ass, which he deserves and probably secretly enjoys, and Fluttershy is like, look, if you can't hold down a job and contribute something, you can't live here. So she has to throw him out, and of course she feels like shit because he's her freaking brother, but what can you do when you have a family member who's a piece of shit? There's no good answer to that question, is there? Jesus Christ, man. Can we fight Chrysalis again? Or how about Tyrek? You know why those were fun? Is because I haven't fought a giant parasitic bug queen or a magic-eating centaur before. I'm just saying it had a nice element of fantasy to it. So, Zeph ends up living out in the woods and literally goes insane. And Dash is just like, dude, if we don't bail him out, he's gonna end up dead. And Fluttershy's like, look, man, me and Mom and Dad, we've done everything we can. This is on you now. And so Zephyr finally has to face the fact that he's so terrified of failure that he just gives up and sabotages everything he ever tries to do. And, okay, you know what, My Little Pony? I think you've changed a bit. I watch you because you're fun and cute and use whimsical characters and situations to teach moral integrity. Also, sometimes there's rainbow explosions and shit, or at least there used to be. This feels a bit too familiar. Anyway, they sing a magical pony song, and Zephyr realizes he's actually capable of whatever the fuck this is. So he goes back to college, gets his degree, and stops hating himself. And he's like, thanks guys, I couldn't have done this without you. And they're all like, dude, we always knew you were an awesome guy, and we're so proud of you. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I make myself sick, get on my own nerves. Immature, insecure, grown up nerds. Half MC on a label that's unstable.
Why is it? Why was that a noose? What the fuck? I have so many questions about that picture. What the hell? Oh my god. Oh, that's my favorite one so far, though. Because I was wondering which route, I'm obviously going to wonder what route he's going to take with how he's going to handle this one. So, and I'm really glad he just went with the straight up, like, he's basically just reviewing the episode, but, like, just, it's obviously going to be, like, a very cliche, like, oh, he's talking about, this episode's just kind of, like, reflecting my own life here, but, like, it was just so funny the way he was doing it. But yeah, it's like, how the hell is Zephyr related to them in any way? He is like the polar opposite of what Dale, Fluttershy, and her parents are. Like, that's just the weirdest thing about it. That was great. That's definitely my favorite episode so far. I love he just kept using like little meme pictures throughout the entire thing. That just made it even funnier to me. God damn, I gotta go find that news picture now. Like, that is so weird. And I apologize for the. I mean, I shouldn't be apologizing for it. It's since I'm not the one who used the song, but yeah, that's gonna be in my videos now. So, oh well. Not much I can do about. I mean, I could edit it out, but whatever. Yeah, so I don't got much else to say about that. That was other than that's my favorite episode so far, and that was really funny. Oh god, I don't remember what the next episode is. I hope it's just as good as that though. Yeah, so that was totally legit recap, season 6, episode 11. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Take it easy.